Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm kicking off my $25 prepper haul series. I'm breaking down prepping into 6 key categories, and each haul will focus on just one category, showing you what you can get without spending a fortune. But first, if you're new here, hi, my name is Ty, and I make apartment prepping videos here on YouTube. I also prep on a budget, so if prepping, apartment prepping, or prepping on a budget sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now first, here's a look at the categories that I will be going over the next few weeks. It's water, food, heat, light, hygiene, first aid, and medical. So let's get started with this first week. So this first week is going to be dedicated to water. Water is literally the most important thing in an emergency. You can survive without food for a couple of weeks, but without water, you're looking at 3 days. And when you think about water, it's not just for drinking. You need it for cooking, you need it for cleaning, and you even need it for hygiene. So prepping for water, your water preps are going to be very important, and these are the things you need to keep in mind when doing it. So when deciding what items to buy for this particular haul, I wanted to take into consideration different scenarios. So for instance, I wanted to make sure I had something for if water seemed unsafe. I wanted storage containers for water. And then of course I wanted water to go into my prepper pantry. And I also wanted water bottles for my to-go bag. And the final consideration for me was that I am creating a to-go bag for my great niece. I mentioned in a previous video that my niece was pregnant and she's since had the baby. And I am creating the to-go bag. I haven't given it to her yet, but I am creating the to-go bag, and I was looking into what kind of water would be best in a scenario where she was formula feeding the baby. And so I did cover that as well. And these are things that you should take into consideration with your own situation, how many people are in your home, the age of your children, that sort of thing. And let's get into what I actually did buy for this haul. Okay, so in a scenario where you have unclean water or unsafe water, I decided to pick up some water purification tablets. So I picked up these potable aqua tablets from Amazon. They come 50 tablets in a pack. It's a 2-step process, which is why there are 2 bottles. So I picked up that for unsafe water. Up next, I wanted something to store water. So I decided to pick up these collapsible jugs. I believe they hold about 5 liters of water. When I was looking at the reviews on these jugs, one person mentioned that they use these jugs to prepare for hurricanes. So they would fill them up with water and put them in the freezer in an attempt to maintain the temperature of the freezer should the power go out. So I thought that was a good idea. You can kind of use these as a means of like keeping stuff cold. You can put them in maybe freeze the water and put them in maybe a cooler to keep stuff cold. And then as the water melts, you still have drinking water. So I picked up those for that reason. They come 4 in a pack. So you're looking at about 20 liters of water. So I really liked those. So I went on and picked those up. I believe they were about $10 and some change. We're going to round it up to $11. The tablets were $8 again and some change. We're going to just round that up to $9 because I can't remember the exact amounts. But yeah, the tablets were $9. The jugs were $11. Next up, I just wanted regular water from my prepper pantry. So I picked up from the Dollar Tree this Crystal Geyser gallon-sized water. I also wanted water for to-go bags or car kits. So I picked up these 12-ounce bottles of Crystal Geyser water from the Dollar Tree as well. And the final scenario, as I mentioned, was for my niece's baby. I picked up the Pure Life, these, I think they're 6 ounces, the 6-ounce bottle, 8-ounce bottles, 6-ounce, one of those. But I picked those up from the Dollar Tree as well. I picked those up for the baby so that these would be kind of easy to just pour into a baby bottle and, you know, mix it with formula and go. So I picked it for that reason. Also, I have read, and I'm not giving advice on parenting or, you know, the safety of any type of water, but I've read that purified water, store-bought purified water or distilled water is better for babies if you are using formula. So I decided to get that for the baby's to-go bag. So yeah, that is everything that I did purchase for the to-go bag. Everything came under $25. Obviously, the three different waters that came from Dollar Tree range from about $1.25 to I think $1.50, something like that. So everything did come under the $25 mark. So that is everything under that haul. I do have an honorable mention. I did buy one other thing. It is not part of the $25. It actually is $28 all by itself. But I decided to get it with the baby's to-go bag in mind because even though those small Pure Life work for baby formula, I felt like if you run out or if something is going on long term, what could you do if you have an infant that needs formula? And so I decided to purchase a mini Sawyer and put it into my niece's baby's to-go bag, or my great niece's to-go bag. So I decided to purchase the mini Sawyer. It is $28 on Amazon, and here it is right here. I bought it again because it is, well, if you don't know what a mini Sawyer is, it is a filtration device, a water filtration device. As you can see there, it's super compact, which makes it great to put into a to-go bag. I already have life straws, but I felt like the mini Sawyer, I've read that the mini Sawyer is better, and I also felt like it's easier to, it would be easier to kind of, okay, what am I trying to say here? It would be easier to filter out water directly into a baby bottle, right? So, and the reason I say that is you could take those small Pure Life bottles. If you had water, you could fill up a water bottle with the unsafe water that you have. You can actually screw the Sawyer into the water bottle and you could filter it directly into a baby bottle. It also comes with that squeeze pouch there as well. So you can put the water into that squeeze pouch and then filter the water into the baby bottle that way as well. So I just felt like it was an easier way to filter water for a baby bottle as opposed to the life straw, which I already have. My niece also has a life straw in her to-go bag. I gave her a to-go bag a few years ago, but I felt like it was just easier to use the Sawyer than the life straw. Plus, again, I've heard that the Sawyer works better than the life straw. So, and there I'm just showing you some of the attachments that kind of come with the Sawyer. It comes with its own straw. It also comes with a means to clean the Sawyer. It has that syringe thing that you can actually clean it. And it does filter out thousands of gallons of water. So there's that. So that's it for this haul, this $25 haul. We have water purification tablets for unsafe water. We have jugs for storage. We have prepper pantry water. We have water for to-go bags as well as water for formula. And that all came under $25. And we also have this Sawyer as an honorable mention for filtrating water. So anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great week. Bye-bye.